This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. A half will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Falcon football. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At about the 32. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Falcons. Stephon Diggs, 68 yards. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On second down now, it's Gibbs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the line, first down. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now, the scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Gibbs, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th. On first down, it's Gibbs. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Lions, nothing. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs. And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Lions, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Gibbs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Michael Batchley on for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, and as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll look to throw here. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jalen Hurd, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Lions, nothing. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
He'll look to throw.
His man, it's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
From the 6 now on second and 3.
Again, it's Cook. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
James Cook.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0.
Lions, nothing. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Let's go!
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Okay, ready?
At the 47-yard line.
Striker, 3, ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
This pass is caught by London. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33.
It's a gain of 20. And the Falcons first down.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Gibbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That's a gain.
So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs.
19 Tigers. 79.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now, he was able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Jack Fox in full formation.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Lions, nothing.
Ready, set. Cooking 19. Tempo. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swing. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
Let's go now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Cowboy 80.
Up the middle they go. Gibbs. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run the counter. It's Gibbs, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, he's a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is taken at the 10.
On the 6.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Yeah, he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Montgomery. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Now Montgomery running right, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.